What's going on, people? Today's video is going to be the guide for King in Tekken 8. What we're going to be doing is going over his strengths, weaknesses, his key moves, and what he does in heat, all that other good stuff. So let's go ahead and learn how to play King in Tekken 8. So before we get started, I'm going to leave the input history on the top left side of the screen, as well as the detailed frame data display for both characters, just so you guys can have something to refer to later on after you watch the video. King is a professional wrestler, and he has a lot of very strong throws, as well as the largest move list on the game. So once you guys learn all that stuff and learn all his moves and be able to consistently pull them off, you will have a lot of fun with this character. So you jump into the game, one of the first things you might notice is that King's movement is just not that good, especially his backdash in particular. It is the worst backdash on the game. You see at point blank, our hands are still touching here. He doesn't go anywhere. So evasion, like running away with King, is just not how they want you to play him on this game. And I can definitely understand how, with like the buff throw system, throws now they track both directions. Let me show you guys. Let me just have them set to just block first and sidewalk to the right. So you see, it doesn't matter. Muscle Buster tracks, giant swing, tier 1 twister, the regular throws, everything that it just tracks now. Irish whip. So you're unable to sidestep throws, which King is a super winner. He wins big time because he has the best throw game. So anytime he's plus, so even from like a single jab, you can do this and they can't try to sidestep, and if they challenge you, that's another big buff to throws. In addition to them tracking both directions, they added counter hit throws on this game, and it definitely helps King a lot more than other characters because, I mean, he has the best throw game, right? But see, this is what a regular throw looks like. Pay attention to the spark. It's like a real whitish pink color, but on counter hit it looks like fire, like purple flames or something. Yeah, you see, it's a real big hit spark. This indicates that the throw is on counter hit and it's much harder to break. So you guys who know the frames and stuff, usually a regular throw is 20 frames to break, but on counter hit they're 10. And it gets even better than that for King because he has a thing called blue sparkle throws. That's a new addition to Tekken 8 and they are amazing. So he has 3 of them. See, this is regular giant swing. Show the damage here. Pretty good damage, 45. So if you do giant swing with the perfect input and fast, you can get the blue sparkle version that does 5 extra points of damage, which makes it from 45 to 50. Huge. That's as much as a muscle buster. And then there's the potential for it to wall splat here. Let me show you guys. Still 70 damage regardless, because I guess it would have been too strong if it did extra damage. But yeah, huge damage if you throw him to the wall. Then also he has tier 1 twister. Let me show you the regular one. This is a solid 50 damage. But you make it blue, more damage for you. 5 more points. That makes it stronger than Tombstone, actually. Yeah, super strong. And lastly, he has the Shining Wizard here. This is the regular, 40 damage. But if you do it as fast as possible, blue spark, 45. This is as much as Armor King's was in Tekken 7 towards the end. But yeah, that's really insane damage. Real good. And the thing about those blue sparks, if they land on counter hit, they are 7 frames to break, which is pretty much impossible. Yeah, they're pretty much impossible to break on reaction. You have to already be mashing like a madman to escape them at that point. Same for regular throws, but like the blue sparkle throws, yeah, they are super good for King. Also keep in mind that the blue sparks, they also apply to his air throws. See, this is the regular air throw, 51 damage after hop kick. Now you do the blue one, 55. 4 more points. Same for tier 1 a twister, and if you land a wall throw here, extra points of damage. So definitely try to master that with King. Now I want to talk about the key moves you should be doing with King. Those are definitely jabs for starters. They do massive damage, 1-2 and 2-1. Real good damage, pretty fast, and you definitely can use them to set up other pokes and throws. So you want to just use jabs to set up for your throws. Like while you're doing the jabs in their recovery, input a throw. You can do muscle buster, giant swing, tombstone, all of those from those jabs. You can do it from single jab. And remember, since throws track both directions, you check the frames here, a +1 jab means a lot on this game, because you can just do it to giant swing, they can't move, and if they attack you, it'll be a counter hit giant swing, which will be a lot harder to break. So keep that in mind when you're doing these like offensive maneuvers into throws. If you have any kind of advantage, then it is very good for you. They're very hard to escape. They will have to either like crouch under it or just break it once it reaches them. So yeah, use a lot of jabs into throws. And you got mid pokes if they want to keep ducking. He has down forward 1. Check the range on that. So this here is an elbow, really strong, and it has pretty good tracking against most characters. Good range. It's an elbow, so like if Paul tried to like counter it, any character with like a punch parry or something like that, they will not be able to. So actually, let me set the punish up. I forgot that's a new feature on this game. You can actually set them to punish things. I'm gonna just have Paul do a parry here. See, I'm jabbing into down forward 1. He can't counter it, but see if I do down forward 2 or like another jab, then he can definitely parry it. Yeah, you see? But obviously, like jab into itself is so advantageous that he can't even parry it. So yeah, use a lot of down forward 1. Really strong poke. It's one of King's best pokes, I would say, because again, the range, the speed comes out at 14 frames, and you can use it to set up, you guessed it, more throws. You see, giant swing, almost like an effortless command. So much time to input it while the smooth is recovering. And you can also use down forward 2 in case they want to like check you with an attack. Let me show you. So I'm gonna have them just set to like try to jab back. Yeah, you see now it's gonna trade, but you'll be at like better frames. You see you're still +4 here. So you can use that. You can't do it into itself, which is a bummer, right? But one thing that King does have is a second hit. So he can delay it as well. So you think they're gonna try to mash or move, even on block, you can check them. So down forward 1-2 can be delayed. Yeah, you see how long he can delay it? And this is good because this can check the opponents that are trying to move or attack you. So use a lot of single down forward 1s and set up your throws with the delay. See? Giant swing. Yeah, giant swing after everything. Because the thing about giant swing that makes it so much better than other throws is that it is very difficult to backdash out of it. Yeah, you see? But if I do like a different throw, most characters can just backdash out of it. So your mindset when you're hitting the opponent with King's offensive maneuvers here, you just want to implement throws, lows, or more mids. It's really that simple. Like choose from one of those 3 attack categories and continue the pressure until they guess right. Then you'll be on the defensive end, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, if you hit with down forward 1-2, buffer giant swing for the high, or like you know, peel 1 a twister, throw of choice, you know. Just try to keep the pressure going, keep them guessing. But yeah, if you want to like go for another mid, down forward 1 is really good as a follow-up here. Like down forward 1 into itself, or like down forward 1 into down forward 2. Down forward 2 is also a super strong mid that King has. Has really good tracking, really good range, and it even has a follow-up. Just like down forward 1, you can delay the second hit. So if the opponent's like blocking and then they want to attack you with something like that doesn't crush highs, then you can definitely use that and he gets a full combo hit. Just keep it simple. If you can't do like the super hard combo you guys have probably seen me do, let me show you. This is like super high level stuff. Yeah. Very difficult, but yeah, just keep things simple. Either do the ender with that or make a mix up, you know. But yeah, that is really strong stuff. Down forward 2, down forward 1. Those are the quick mid pokes you want to use. And also he has 4 forward neutral 1+2. This is one of the best mids that he has under down forward 2. You see the speed on it? 9 frames. And if you're fast enough, you can get it to come out at 10. So you can do stuff that's +1 and then just do the push right after it, but you have to really time it. Let me see if I can show you guys the correct timing. Yeah, you see an uninterruptible push. Because you're +1, then you can make it come out at 10 frames, so it'll be uninterruptible. So on counter hit, you can do a few things. You want to just do the heat engager here, forward 2-1, really good. You know, if you have any recoverable health, you're going to get a lot of that back. And then you'll have the advantage, like a supreme advantage, to do whatever you want. You know, you can do giant swing, you can buffer shining wizard here. You can do that as well. Or like running 3, which does chip damage. Pretty big chunk, 10 damage. That's real good for chip damage. And of course you see it's actually +3. Meaning you can do giant swing or, you know, throw of choice. It'll be uninterruptible, unsidesteppable. They have to duck or break. So that's a really strong like offensive pattern you can get from a quick counter hit mid push. So yeah, this is mid, meaning they can't duck under it. So that's a very strong approach tool. And also like down forward 3, this is a quick poke as well. Same speed as down forward 1. You see it's a kick, but the good thing is it actually tracks to King's weak side. I'm just gonna have him sidewalk to the right. Yeah, you see like a lot of King's good pokes, they don't track that direction. Down forward 1 doesn't, down forward 2 doesn't, push doesn't. Yeah, a lot of his moves just don't track that direction. But down forward 3, 100%. So if someone is stepping you to the right a lot in your offense, this is a very good attack that does it. And it's fast, so you don't have to worry about like committing to a homing move in forward 4 and getting floated out of it by a jab or something. So that's a really good maneuver. So if you're like ever plus, you can try and go for that. But yeah, now for lows. King has some pretty good lows this time around. See, down 4 was his best low in Tekken 7 and like previous games because it was super fast. It had good, like decent damage. He can like full crouch and make it more damage, but in this game it's just totally bad. The only use of it is that it's like fast and it high crushes and it's pretty much homing. It's hard to step it, but you got down 3 and you also have 4 forward neutral 2. This low is amazing. Look at the range. Let me try and get the like tippity top range here. Yeah, it has like a very deceptive hitbox and it's unseeable. It's fast. The only weakness for it is that it's like easily steppable. The opponent can like see it coming and step in both directions, but if they block it, you don't die. So it's only -13. No launchers unless it's Kazuya. So yeah, this is very strong as a low. And if it hits, +7 means you can go for any quick poke of choice and they can't counter hit you. They can't try to beat you out with anything. Yeah, down forward 2, down forward 1, jabs, and you guessed it, grabs. Yeah, you can go for any throw, and they have to either break it or crouch under it. That's really the only two options they'll have. So this low can really jumpstart a lot of your like pressure with King. Just don't be too obvious with it. So a good thing to mix up this low, since it's an excellent approach tool, is to use 441. So this is a super good mid attack. It's been sped up from Tekken 7. It's homing, it's fast, and it has some like evasiveness if they try to like keep you away with jabs and stuff. Sometimes it'll like phase right through jabs. And check the plus frames on it. Plus 14. That is immense. That means you can pretty much throw the kitchen sink at them and be able to be unstoppable. So yeah, you try to commit to like chest bump here, which is also super good because it's plus on hit, it's plus on block. The only thing is lacking is like range and tracking. It doesn't really track too well, but from 441 on hit, yeah, that's a pretty much foolproof follow-up to where if they get hit, great. If they block it, great. You know, you still will be able to set up throws, giant swing, and you can set up quick lows. So yeah, when you hit with 441, it is a huge blessing. And on counter hit, it knocks them down. You can actually chase them for you to guarantee a ground throw attempt, or you can just do people's elbow into alley kick. All of that. That's a 3-piece combo, guys. That's a 3-piece combo. If you want to just be simple with it, just up forward to do the Macho Man elbow drop and call it a day. But the low, I didn't mention. Yeah, 4-4 neutral 2 here on counter hit, devastating. 55 damage from such a good low with frames that are just outrageously good. I'm not complaining because this move I feel is balanced. I feel this move is balanced because at least you can't home with it. It doesn't track at all. You can step it either direction. And it's really good for a low crush. Well, a high crush, I mean. So 4-4 in neutral 2. This move here is really good for like crushing under highs. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna have them set to block all and punish with a jab. Yeah, you see, almost as soon as you do it. Yeah, so Apollo like tries to do a 1-2 and you're just like spot on with your execution. 55 damage gone. So yeah, 4-4 neutral 2 is a super strong low. It is definitely his best low this time around. But he also has another low that has been like buffed significantly from Tekken 7 to now, is down back 3. This is a little bit on the slow side. Definitely faster than down back 4. But you want to use this low as an approach tool as well. You see he crouches down, it has really good range. And on hit is +4, meaning that you can like mash, you know, while standing 4 and be uninterruptible. You can mash giant swing. You can do rock bottom. That's a good buffer. And now like a new addition to Tekken 8 is that you can input quarter circle forward and quarter circle back inputs from crouch. So that means you can actually do muscle buster now. You see? You do muscle buster. That's a good uninterruptible, unsidesteppable follow-up. And you can also do things like the, you know, the pile driver here. That's super legacy, super old attack here. Here's the follow-up that's breakable. Walls of Jericho or the full Boston Crab, whichever you want to call it. And obviously things like, you know, tier 1 twister, giant swing, so on and so forth. So it's a good low. When it hits, you definitely want to either go mid, go high with the throw, or do low again. You know, you can do 4-4 neutral 2 after it hits, but it's totally unreal. You have to do something fast, like down 4. That's fast, but it's real risky. So if you're gonna do something, I would just keep it to like mid or throw, mid or high throw. Keep it simple with that. But if they're like super respectful, then yeah, you can go for 4-4 neutral 2, or you can even like do a second down back 3. Yeah, so yeah, his lows are really good this time around, and obviously on counter hit leaves him right in front of him, which guarantees a ground throw attempt. So this is really strong. Ground throws and throws in general, they don't have any recoverable health. Because you see, like, if you do a ground hit here, they have a little bit of recoverable health. But if you do a throw, there's no recoverable health. So keep that in mind when you're like doing offensive maneuvers. Throws don't give them any health like regen. So yeah, just remember, if you're like doing follow-ups to attacks, you might want to sometimes go for the throw, just so you won't give them any opportunity at recovering any health back. Because like, this is super strong, right? All 3 hits, but if he wakes up, hits me with a heat engage, he's gonna get all that life back. So you have to like really play well in neutral to avoid that happening. So King has some really good approach tools as always, just like in Tekken 7. You still have 4-4-1, super strong, it's mid, it's homing, and if they block it, only -5 with just a tad bit of pushback, so you can still like sidestep quick jabs and like the traditional 13 frame down forward ones. You also have the counter hit ability of it. If you catch them attacking, knocks down, and it allows for you to guarantee a ground throw attempt. See, it's actually gonna combo here, 53 damage, but it is escapable. So if you want guaranteed damage from it, make sure, you know, up forward 2, the big Macho Man elbow drop, that's guaranteed, and also people's elbow, dash up and get it, and then the alley kick after that is also guaranteed. So it is a 3-piece of doom. So also he has 4-4 neutral 2. I've already explained. This is a super godlike low. Look at the range on it. Super good. Hits from far, far away. Instant high crushes. So if the opponent is like just consistently doing jabs, or they're trying to like keep you away with stuff like that, then you can easily like approach with it and potentially, you know, crush it. And if you get a counter hit, big damage. So yeah, 55 disgusting damage, and you can definitely like, you land it on counter hit, it's got so much range, you know, you can do it again, you know. So that's actually really strong. Another approach tool for 1+2, this is the Shadow Lariat. This is Armor King's exact Shadow Lariat as far as the animation. Super fast, covers a lot of ground. You can even like run and do it just by, you know, doing the run forward, hold it, and just hit forward 1+2. So really strong, has decent tracking. You see it is actually neutral on block, so you want to go for a jab or like a quick push. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, that'll actually trade with a jab, so that's actually really strong. Obviously, if you want to sidestep or backdash, that is totally up to you. Yeah, super good. If it hits, you get guaranteed down back 3 or 4-4 neutral 2. Now max damage is a black bomb. That's super difficult to do. Yeah, it's super hard to make that guaranteed, but I would just do down back 3. You know, not even think about it. Just down back 3, 4-4 neutral 2. Keep it simple and keep the offense going. So let me just show you. You know, you do this, they tech roll, do something like Shining Wizard. That's all good. Another approach tool is super strong, guys. So 4-4 neutral 1+2. This is the layoff push or the shove, whatever you want to call it. 9 frames fast, +7 on hit, neutral on block. So again, just like the Shadow Lariat, if you jab or do a second push, trades with jabs. So really good, and obviously counter hit, easy way to go into heat engagement with forward 2-1. If you want to conserve your heat, then you can just do back 3 1+2. solid damage, solid positioning afterwards. And lastly, another approach tool, you have throws. Exactly, you could do Shining Wizard for the double. You can run up, do any grab of choice, even like down forward 2+3, that's a good option. Figure 4, like all the simple stuff you could do. You can buffer a muscle buster, so many things. But the real mix-up is when you do running giant swing. That's a little advanced. Wouldn't really recommend it for beginners, but it doesn't hurt to practice. Yeah, running giant swing mixes up because they have the exact same animation, you see? Throws them exactly the same. But if you're able to like mask it, then it can be very, very strong. And a real good thing is like during heat activation from forward 2-1 or forward 2+3, it's automatically masked. You don't even have to like do the hard stuff. See, look at this. If you just buffer giant swing, go for it. Looks like a running giant swing. Buffer Shining Wizard. Identical, but different breaks. Yeah, so that's something that's very easy to do. Even at the beginner level, you just have to really practice and get that consistent, you know. So that is real strong. When he activates heat and does this dash up, you cannot see the difference between those two throws. So definitely use those and mix it up with mids. You know, you could do forward 1+4 chest bump, super good. Like I said, it's plus on block, it's plus on hit. They can't do anything to stop it, so it's real strong. Or you can do running 3. This does chip damage. Obviously, everything in heat is chip damage. But if it knocks down, you know, if it hits, guaranteed forward 4. If you can't get that timing down, then you can definitely mash, chest bump, still solid damage, just a few points weaker. Again, like forward 3, it's a decent approach tool, but I really wouldn't use it because it's super linear. They can step it both ways. So if you're gonna like approach with this tool, make sure it's on an opponent that's like waking up, like here, where they have to block or get hit by it. So use that sparingly. But 4-4-1, super strong. 4-4 neutral 2, that's linear too, but still super good. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, down back 3, that's a good approach low now. It's not as punishable as it used to be. And you see he's going really low, so the opponent's mashing jabs, goes right under it. So yeah, definitely use those as approach tools. And single jab is good too, but that's a little self-explanatory, right? The fastest attack pretty much for every character. Not King though, he has a 9-frame push, but this is real good. If it whiffs, hard to punish. If it hits, you're +8. You can do whatever you want after this, you know, mids, lows, throws, whatever. Since we talked about his approach tools, let's talk a little bit about what you're supposed to do when you're on the offensive with King. So generally, you want to do a lot of quick mid pokes just to get them to stand up and not like duck under your throws. That's like a nightmare for King players, is when the opponent can duck your throws and you get launched, and you know, you can lose a lot of life really fast. So condition the opponent with, you know, plenty of mids, down forward 1s, down forward 2s, down forward 3s. Like down forward 3 is really good because it even covers sidestep right, which is King's weakness, you know. His left side is weak, so if the opponent sidesteps to the right, they'll get hit by this kick every time. Again, you can do that. You have forward 3. This is a super good mid. Even though it doesn't track, if they duck, then, man, big damage. See, look at this. If they get hit by these two into forward 3, that's more than a throw already. And then you get the Oki, which can set up for more throws. So let me show you. So now he's trying to get back up. You can do that. If he didn't duck it, then that can add up even more damage. So yeah, you can definitely use a lot of forward 3. Try to master that. Forward 3, 1+2. It's a just frame, but it's a little bit on the easier side. So definitely get more consistent with that move there. Also, you know, forward 1+4, the chest bump, super good. Like I said, it's plus on hit, it's plus on block. you can keep doing it over and over. If they keep ducking, they will just keep getting hit, and you don't have to change up. You know, you see it hitting, keep doing it. Because if they eventually block it, then you're still free to do another attack. So let me show you. Like, again, you know, +3, they have to respect the down forward 2. They have to respect push, jabs, throws, even like down forward, even though I don't really recommend that low. So you get the picture. You just have to keep doing more mids, get them to stand up. If you want to be a little bit risky, then you can do like big moves. If they want to duck, you can hop kick, get a full combo, or cross throws. You know, they are unbreakable now, so you could definitely use those to kind of do a quick check. This is pretty much the fastest mid that he will have from standing. Not talking about the push, but something that does damage if they like duck. Yeah, that's super fast. So the whiff recovery is actually not too bad on this game. I think they kind of sped it up. Let me know in the comments if they didn't, because it feels like when you do this and they try to punish, a lot of times it just doesn't work. I can still block. But yeah, those are really good mids. If you're able to like crouch dash and do outstanding 4, or the big knee, or even like 1+2, most of his while standing attacks from crouch are pretty darn good. Really good mids. Now while standing 3 is just rubbish. Don't use this move. You can even use crouch dash to mask mids when you're attempting to go for multi-throw. So if the opponent thinks that you're going to do a multi-throw, let me show you here. So back 2-1 on hit, it knocks down. You knock the opponent down. You want to crouch dash and mix them up with either a mid, a low, or like a throw. So you definitely do that. See, he ducking. So by rising 1+2, only -10 on block. Or you can do, like I said, forward 3. Even the chest bump is good here. So that's a general idea. You want to do as many mids as possible, as many chest bumps and just quick pokes. Get them to stand up, and then you can throw them a lot more. Now the opposite can be done too. Like I just said, do a lot of mids, right? Do mids first. That's the approach that I have the most success with, because a lot of people just duck like instinctively right off the bat against King. Whenever King gets started, they like to duck. Or even if you're approaching, they like to just like do quick ducks because they're afraid of Shining Wizard or like Giant Swing or whatever throw. You can definitely do that. I've had a little success with just like, you know, round 1 fight multi-throw, you know. Do rolling death cradle. You could do that too, but just know it comes with a huge risk. There are just so many ways to defeat the throws. You can duck them. They can be counter hit launched now, a lot easier than Tekken 7. So doing the quick pokes, I definitely recommend that method more, but definitely give it a try yourselves and see if like which one will work more for you. If you want to just do throws first mentality, then go for it. I'm just letting you know, like the higher levels, it's mids first is usually better. Mids and pokes first. So we talked about power crushes, movement, the occasional down 1-2 to stop anti-pressure tools, and throws. But King also has other ones. So he has back 1-2. He can definitely do a quick 3-piece combo, but just remember, it's a little risky. You have to make sure that it's a counter hit. Very hard to confirm the second hit, so I don't really recommend it. Even though it's fast, it's 12 frames, it's really fast. However, he has a mid that's just 1 frame slower, and down forward 2 into 1. You have plenty of time to confirm the second hit, and it'll still combo. So let me show you what he can do. Look at this damage. Pretty insane damage. 76 from a quick mid. And this is also one of the mids I was telling you guys earlier. You should use a lot to just check them ducking. But you really want to check and see if they're attacking as well when you're doing it. So you kind of have to pay attention to a lot of things when you're on the offensive and on the defensive. So yeah, down forward 2, super strong mid attack. It's definitely his best attack, like since I don't know how long, like I think Tekken 5. Yeah, when they gave him the second hit, he used to just only get people's elbow. He still gets that into alley kick guaranteed, still a big chunk of life. But on here, you can get a full combo and he can really like change the momentum quickly. So you have that. It's good at beating like moves that crush, like say Lily's Matterhorn. This can stop stuff like that. But it doesn't do well against Ling Zayu's AOP, so you might want to replace that with down forward 1 or forward 3. But yeah, super good defensive tool. And if you have the execution push, comes out faster than a jab. If you buffer it quick enough, you can make it as fast as a jab, you know, when it comes to speed. You can't get it to actually come out in 9 frames, but the fastest is 10. So again, easy heat engager follow-up or back 3 follow-up, whichever one you want to use. In some instances, you can get 1+2 into 3, but I would recommend doing that like if you want to conserve heat and you just want like a knockdown that they can tech roll from, then just do that. Or you can even do 1+2 1. All of that is pretty good. You can do all those follow-ups, but generally just do forward 2 1. So yeah, you have to worry about a lot of stuff with King, and so generally you want to throw people, but keep in mind he has really good defense, guys. So you can do that, or like 4-4 neutral 2. That's still a super good counter hit tool. Again, it can counter hit. It can guarantee ground throw or like a people's elbow. I recommend the people's elbow or just a second down back 3. Get the guaranteed damage. So yeah, he has a lot of really good defensive options, a lot of anti-pressure tools. And if you're like really scared, the last one, I don't really recommend like hop kick. It's okay if the opponent's like giving you a lot of breaks in between their attacks. You know, they like to just hit you and sidestep and dash forward, or they like a slide character like Lee or something, or Lal, Shaheen, they want to keep ducking in your face, then just hop kick them, get your combo, and they probably won't do it again. Now, if you're on the defensive end, King has a lot of tools. Of course, you could just block or even like just sidestep, backdash. In some instances, Jaguar step backwards, back 3+4 is really good too to create whiffs. But King has other things now. He actually has not 1, not 2, but 3 power crushes to force his way out of mix-ups and situations. So got Paul here doing 1 into down forward 1. You can definitely like down 1. This is one of his age-old down 1-2. That's an age-old like anti-pressure tool. But check, he actually has power crushes up forward 3+4. Goes into the Jaguar sprint. You can do the unbreakable RKO, or you know, do a mid mix up with 1, 3, or even 2+3 if you're just like really feeling, you know, goofy. That's a mid as well. But he can also go low. That's a little bit on the safer side, but some characters can like launch punish it with a float combo. So be careful with that. But yeah, he has back 3 as well. Yeah, back 3 1+2 has been made a lot easier. Look at the damage, insane damage. 47, my goodness, that's on counter hit. Wow. So yeah, he has those 2, but he has a 3rd power crush. This functions as more of like a absorbing attack, meaning that it does have a follow-up, but you have to time it. See, if you do the follow-up too early, you'll get hit. But if you time it just right, it's an actual punish. And look, plus 35 on hit. You can do whatever you want to do after that to close the distance. And you're in heat, so that means you could do mids like forward 2+3 and do a heat dash and they must block or get hit by it. If they get hit, you can heat dash into a full combo. So definitely make them respect that. Or if you just want to do something a little safer, you got running 3, you can do that. You can just dash up with chest bump, it's whatever. Crouch dash into multi-throws. Jaguar step is pretty much unavoidable here. They have to duck it. You can mix up with the Jaguar step 2 as well. You know, it's the quick mid attack, it's safe. They get hit. Pedigree, unbreakable. Combo, look at the damage. Adds up real fast. So you have 3 power crushes, those are the utilities. But let me show you the differences. Like, if you looked earlier, the back 3 and the up forward 3+4 power crushes, you lose a lot more health. Yeah, you see that? So I'm gonna actually have Paul do his death fist instead. I wonder if this is it. Yeah, so look at the damage here. So I'm get hit by the jab. I get a little bit of health back, but man, so much life lost, right? However, down back 1+2 has a lot better damage negation. And you can still get the punish. See? But the cool thing is, you can actually do this real like early. And if they are crazy enough to still attack you, you can punish with a hot kick. Yeah, that is something you'll have to really like pay attention to when you're playing. So this is something to do if the opponent is just like approaching you with super like chunky moves, you know. So if you're a fighting king, he likes to do running 3 or something like that. You can just do this move here, flex your muscles, turn red. And if they hit you real late and you absorb the attack, you can get bigger punishes besides the heat engager, and you can save your heat. So yeah, definitely pay attention to that. It's one of the best power crushes in the game. Also, it activates 1 frame faster than the rest. So this is definitely one of the fastest power crushes. It activates faster than even rage arts and like heat burst armor. Yeah, it definitely activates a frame faster. So use it and definitely like time those follow-ups. But if all else fails, you can just do the follow-up. If you absorb any hit, then this follow-up becomes safe and it does chip damage. So definitely time it correctly. Also, he has counter hit throws. Like I said, you know, throws are super good. So if you're doing throws as counter hits, then that is a great thing. They are pretty much the fastest counter hits in the game besides his push. 10 frames. If you're able to interrupt with a giant swing, then that could be a lot of damage. Same for like you know, muscle buster. If you're able to input this, big damage and super hard to break. He'll want a twister as well. Let me see if I can get it out. Super good damage for a counter hit. But they can still break this if they're like mashing like a madman, but highly unlikely. I've been playing a lot of matches and people just aren't breaking counter hit throws. So that's a very good anti-pressure tool, anti-approach tool. So if the opponent is stepping you a lot and you're like trying to implement your offense, or let's say you get a hard knockdown and they like try to stand back up with a side step, then remember, throws track. You can do any throw of choice. It'll definitely track them. They'll have to be forced to break, or you can just do a homing attack. So King has a lot of homing attacks. He has forward 4, he has up back 1. You know, if you hit up back 1, you can get forward 2+3 as a free attack, free follow-up. He has 4-4-1, really strong mid, like I said earlier. He has while standing 2. You could just do this by itself, but if you're just feeling really confident, do both hits. It's a natural combo. And then he has the Jaguar sprint 3. So that's 5 homing attacks. That's actually pretty good. 1, you know, like behind the stance, but real good damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. So use those. And for chip damage, he has quite a few moves too. So for starters, Most running attacks are chip damage. You know, they give a little bit. 7 points, that's pretty chunky. Yeah, it's running 3. Sidestep 3+4 is massive. This is one of the strongest chip damage attacks on the game. 20 damage just for blocking. That is crazy. Then he has drop kick here, full forward 3+4. Not really a lot of use unless they're by the wall, because then they'll do like a little wall crush and be at +2. Not really too much you can do with that. He has Jaguar sprint 2. This is +3, but it's high. Does 7 damage. A lot of just the same as like running 3, and I think yeah, full forward 3+4. They all do 7 damage. So he also has Jaguar step 4, which is a little bit stronger. It does 8 damage, but it's +8 on block, meaning that you can do whatever and the opponent has to respect the second hit. So if you do like down forward 1, down forward 2, the opponent has to respect, meaning that their only options really are to just block or get hit. So that's really good for you. Or you can buffer throws, giant swing, tier 1 a twister, whatever. Really solid move. And if you do it twice from Jaguar, 2 steps, it's actually a guard break. I haven't really been able to land this much. It guarantees a forward 2-1 free heat engager. So yeah, if he's already got heat activated, you can kind of get a big chunk of damage here with the heat dash combo. I just keep it real simple. You can definitely get way more damage than that, but just keeping things real simple. So it's a decent attack, but it's a super slow attack. I would not recommend doing it. And obviously full forward 2, this does a little bit of chip 6. I think it's his weakest chip damage attack, and one of the slowest. It's a little bit slower than sidestep 3+4. So definitely use that kind of sparingly, because it doesn't track well either for the speed. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't track a little bit better, but if this hits, then you can get a guaranteed pedigree or any crouch throw. You know, if you want to conserve heat, do something else. Do down 2+4 or down 1+3. So definitely use this if the opponent is like ducking from afar and then like sidestepping. You can use this to approach as well, but again, it's a little bit on the slow side. But yeah, those are all of his chip damage attacks. Sidestep 3+4, like I said, is super damaging. Losing 20 points, that's like getting hit by this, you know, while standing 4, just for blocking. I need to use it more myself, because every time I do this move, people usually block it. They don't duck it. So look at the range. Super good range on it too. Super good range. It can hit at range 3. Let me get to range 3 here. Yeah, super good range. And obviously running 3, all of this stuff, by the way, when you already have heat activated, it hurts a little bit more. Yeah, you see, instead of 7, it does 10 on chip. So all this stuff can really like add up. The jabs even do chip. Everything does chip and heat. Now let's talk about heat. So King has 5 heat engagers. Forward 2-1, that's his fastest one. He has forward 2+3, this is a shoulder barge. Safe mid, see, only -9. He has the power crush extension, down back 1+2 into 2. Lots of plus frames on there, by the way, when it hits. And again, it's safe on block. See, just -9. And then he also has 2 throws that are heat engager. So he got RKO. This is a Jaguar sprint into 2+4 or 1+3. Both unbreakable, doesn't matter. And he has a crouch throw one. You see down 1+4. You can do that from Jaguar step 2. If that hits, then down 1+4 is the pedigree. And definitely good damage on that. Also unbreakable. So if you don't want to use a heat engager and you just want to activate heat, just hit 2+3, looks just like down back 2. +2 on hit, not too much frame advantage, and on block it does chip damage. And you're only +1, but you see the pushback is just really far, so you don't really get to like keep going for offense. So while he's in heat, King is very special because he gains the ability to regain his heat as long as he's landing certain throws. So China Wizard, that's one of them. You see, it gives a little bit of the heat gauge back. Same for Giant Swing, RKO, the Pedigree. Yeah, you see, yeah, Tijuana Twister, Muscle Buster, and of course the air throws as well. The like Giant Swing in the air gives a big chunk of heat back. So does China Wizard. I'm messing up. Yeah, see, China Wizard gives a little bit back, but also the wall throw does as well. I think the wall throw and the air Giant Swing, both of those give the most heat back, I want to say. I don't know, Muscle Buster gives a pretty big chunk. But yeah, Shining Wizard, yeah, I believe it gives a 6 back. So let me see about this. Let me just have it. Then so does the Pedigree and RKO. Yeah, I think those are like the top heat regen throws. RKO. So yeah, he's able to continuously regain heat as long as he's landing those throws. So the next thing that King gains from heat is the ability to enhance his Jaguar sprint. So yeah, this here is all armor. So I'm gonna just set Victor to do this. Yeah. Of course, it's still armor, so he's weak to lows. You can hit him out of it with a low for free, and same for throws. So throws are completely unbreakable. If I set Victor to just do like a throw, then he'll be able to stop this Jaguar sprint. I'll just keep it simple with this. Yeah, you see, unbreakable. So those are just 2 methods to get around it. But other things that he has are like enhanced moves from the sprint. So the elbow, that's a normal safe like -9 mid knockdown, becomes a launcher now. So simple combo, just do the running power bomb, instant Shining Wizard. You can make it blue, make it do a few more points, 70 damage, huge damage. Also the 2, this becomes a little bit more damaging, but it also like it's enhanced by like its combo ability. So if you land the 1, you can use another big chunk of heat, and you see it does the little twirling effect. So you can get a little bit more like mileage from your combos. And you get your heat back. So another thing you can do from heat is a heat dash. So let me set this up to just have a activate. So your heat engagers, 4, 2, 1. You see it doesn't do anything in heat already. But if you hold forward, you can cancel it and make it a launcher. So you can do whatever. Simple combo. Let me just keep it super simple. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. This shoulder barge for 2+3. Same thing. Simple combo. Of course, you know, you can definitely do more. I'm just showing you guys what's possible. And lastly, this power crush here, same thing. You can get a good combo. It just scales a lot from that particular move. Obviously, like from Pedigree and RKO, you can't do that. So, yeah, you just have to get the heat back from those grabs. That'd be really ridiculous if you could, right? But yeah, forward 2, 1, shoulder barge, forward 2+3, and the power crush here. You can let it rock, or you can get a juicy combo. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. It's still going to be a safe mid regardless. Still -9. But if you want to use it as a way to get frame advantage on block, +5 for all 3 attacks. See, +5, +5. So this is a universal thing. Every character gets +5 from their like heat dash cancelable moves. And I believe at the wall you get a little bit more. Yeah, because it's +18 with the wall crush mechanic. So yeah, heat is insanely strong and King excels in heat. And lastly, you have the heat smash. This is the strongest heat smash on the game. 64 damage, huge chunk. Also in rage mode, it's even more damage. So let me show you. That's how crazy it can get. 70 damage, so counter hit. 74, and I believe on counter hit here is 70 as well. So yeah, it's pretty strong. Yeah, 68, close enough. Absolutely powerful. It's used from like a distance. It has a lot of range, and if the opponent blocks it, he's +12 and he goes into the running stance, Jaguar sprint. So let me actually take the heat off here so you guys can see what it really looks like. Yeah, and then you can go for a free mix-up. The opponent can't do anything about the elbow besides block or get hit. They can't even rage art it. So it's a free attempt if you want to go for like a quick mid, but you'll lose your turn and be forced to defend. But of course, he can definitely mix that up. You know, he has the other mid. He can also just do all the options from Jaguar sprint. You know, the quick low. Generally, the quick elbow, the mid homing kick, and the low slide are the 3 that you'll use the most. And if the opponent can't react to the RKO, then go for it too. Yeah. Remember, it's unbreakable. In that position, they can't do anything anyway, so they'll just have to respect it. Duck or get hit. So, yeah. Pretty cheesy, pretty good, very strong. It's probably top 3, I would say. Maybe even top 2 as far as the heat smash is. The only weakness is that you can sidestep it to the right a little bit, but other than that, it's a super move. It even hits grounded. See, look at this. Yeah, you can't even stay on the ground, and it's a big, chunky, you know, 16 damage if you hit grounded. And it also makes certain like moves a launcher like easy. See, you can do it from that, as well as the knee, crouch dash 4. This is like the only combo that he gets guaranteed against everyone. Really helpful in like floor break stages. So yeah, heat smash is super good. So not only do you have access to heat every round, and you're able to completely regenerate it by continuously landing throws, you get the armored Jaguar run, you get the enhanced versions of the elbow and the clothesline, while still being able to do like the mid and low and RKO. But you also have a cash out. You can do the heat smash. Super strong. As far as rage, let me actually say, yeah, rage art is pretty self-explanatory. You use your rage, go for a powerful hit here, get a really cool cutscene, huge damage, but if the opponent blocks it, then you can die because they can launch punish it. But just remember, King's rage art has a lot of range. Lots of range. See, it barely missed. Yeah, so remember, rage, it buffs everything, even throw damage. So use rage wisely. Generally, the rage art isn't necessary. Just use that to buff King's already like subpar combo damage. He has like a really weak wall combo ender. So just use the rage. Keep the rage. Keep the rage. Only use the rage art if you just know for sure it's going to hit, and it's like a way to kill the opponent in a combo. Use it then. But rage, I don't really recommend using the rage art too much with King. He's really good without it. So yeah, Well, that about wraps things up, guys. I hope you found this guide useful. Remember to use a lot of mid attacks, down forward 1, down forward 2, push. Remember, if push hits on counter hit, you can go into heat engage with forward 2-1. Use a lot of his low pokes, down 3, forward neutral 2. Remember, the range is insane. Down back 3. Both down back 3 and forward neutral 2, they have really good high crushing abilities. So if the opponent's trying to keep you away with high stuff, electrics, you know, the Mishima players, those are really good like approach tools. Remember, 4-4-1, safe mid, homing, lots of range, guaranteed people's elbow, all of that stuff. Use the threat of throws and use mids first. And then once they respect your mids, then you can start to use more grabs. So definitely set the opponent up for lots of throws with more mids. You can definitely go for throws first, but I just don't recommend it because a lot of people duck first. So that's when you would be hitting with your quick mids, you know, forward 3, all those other mids that I mentioned before. So even crouch throws, you know, they are unbreakable now. So you could definitely use them as well. You're getting bullied, you got 3 power crushes to choose from. You got back 3, you got up forward 3+4, Jaguar sprint, go for the mix up, and then you have this one here. Mainly used as a keep away tool. If the opponent is like doing a bunch of like, you know, running attacks at you, you can just do this, get the punish, go for the power crush, the heat engager, and start your offense there. Yeah, so heat, remember he has 5 heat engagers and they're all pretty darn good. And once you're in heat and you don't know what else to do, just do a heat smash, cash out. Don't let the bar run out without at least attempting this, because it's a win on block, it's a win on hit. So definitely don't let that go to waste. And once you're in heat and you don't know what else to do, just do a heat smash, cash out. Don't let the bar run out without at least attempting this, because it's a win on block, it's a win on hit. So definitely don't let that go to waste. I've definitely got a few more guides to come out for King, and some advanced level stuff as well. Be on the lookout for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you at the next video. Peace.